Tell me about what 3Air is. What's this project all about? Give me the, the round scope of this thing.
We are 100% focused on Africa. And, when everybody's saying like banking the unbanked, we think that we are literally the ones that can really do it because it's not only about banking the unbanked, it's also about connecting the unconnected, right? You cannot take part in blockchain, you cannot take part in DeFi or play to earn games or the metaverse if you don't have a internet connection. And there's so many people in Africa that don't have really good broadband. It's like only 40% of people that ever used internet there. And broadband is literally like broadband is below 1%. If you look at the statistic, less than 1% broadband penetration in Africa, and this is what we're trying to change with 3Air.
Sandy is at a conference and I am outside in beautiful Florida, and we are doing another giveaway. Okay, we are giving away 3,000 3Air tokens. These are before launch. It's going to be amazing. Okay, these type of coins, especially this project, in my opinion, is going to take off to the moon. Okay, so 3 winners are going to win 1,000 coins each for 3,000 total. And what you have to do is you have to comment down below one of the best things about this 3Air project from Sandy's mouth. Comment down below, and his team is going to pick 3 winners, and they're going to check if you have joined their Telegram and you've subscribed to their YouTube channel. So just make sure that you just subscribe to their YouTube channel and join the Telegram as you comment down below. These giveaways are like really ramping up. This is like a huge opportunity for massive upside and joining a great project. Now let's continue on with the AMA. What's going on, cowboy? In this video, we've got a new crypto project called 3Air, and we've got the founder behind, the mind behind this project. His name is Sandy, and he's coming to us for some grill session. I want just a big chicken sandwich with Sandy on top because we are trying to grill him and trying to get all the questions we need out of him to figure out whether this project is for you and for me, or is this something that we need to pass along because it's a dud. You be the judge. This is the best source of information for any way that any way you want to grab like a crypto project and try to look at it and see what's going on here. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm on a journey to my next Bitcoin while helping you to your next Bitcoin. Not your financial advisor, just a lizard brain cowboy exploring the wild west of cryptocurrency with a whole bunch of other cowboys. If you want to roll with us, hit the subscribe button down below. Of course, if you're interested in this project, check out all the links in the description down below, and make sure you tell me what you think about this project in the comments section, because this is the best way you could like really figure out, hey, what are other people thinking about this project? Because in our little lizard brains, we need big brain power around us. So you should also be going to the Saloon. That's the Telegram channel where we're always talking about coins like this. Okay, before we get too far into this thing, you should know that an AMA is the best source of information for any project. It's better than some YouTuber who's being shilled. Okay, don't trust YouTubers and online. All right, don't trust us, because we're always getting paid, and to just say like we're excited about any project when we're really not. You guys have to do your own research, right? This is why talking straight from the developer, from the horse's mouth, that's the best source of information. So one, the founder gets to talk about their project with insight and fire and wisdom. We get to ask whatever question we want. I get to be compensated. And 3, we get the best source of information. So we have in the hot seat today, we have Sandy, the founder behind 3Air. Sandy, welcome to the channel.
Hey Aaron, thanks for having me.
Good deal, good deal. Now, Sandy, tell me a little bit about you. What's your background, your origin story, just a small piece coming into crypto?
A small piece. So it's not such a small piece because it started literally when I was a young kid. I was really sick as a kid, and that's why I wasn't doing any sports actually. So I was just behind a computer, hacking away, and that's where my computer path actually started. But then afterwards, I was always I taught myself everything about computers that I know right now, and I was studying economy. And kind of combining that. And my first company was with 19 years, where we were actually one of the first ones in our region to provide domain registrations and hosting providing and such stuff. And yeah, then I've done a lot of things, and lately, last few years, I'm like all into crypto. I'm hooked on it. I think it's the future of the most of the things that we are actually doing, from the governance to finance, all of it, and yeah, it's just my passion. So this is a bit
Awesome.
about me. I am a full stack developer, so I know quite a bit about developing, but my expertise is mostly combining stuff with the economics. So I'm doing a lot of things in the on the tokenomics side and getting projects together, and yeah, that's my passion.
So of course, I believe as you do that blockchain is the future and that it's been a long part of your past, even since a little kid. And so you have a history of full stack development and tokenomics, and that's where your passions are for the last few years into crypto. So that's very exciting. Now, taking all that passion, all that skill, all that expertise into 3Air, tell me about what 3Air is. What's this project all about? Give me the round scope of this thing.
Yeah. So 3R is actually what I think that blockchain should be. We are literally changing the lives of Africans. So we are 100% focused on Africa, and when everybody's saying like banking the unbanked, we think that we are literally the ones that can really do it, because it's not only about banking the unbanked, it's also about connecting the unconnected, right? You cannot take part in blockchain, you cannot take part in DeFi or play to earn games or the metaverse if you don't have a internet connection. And there's so many people in Africa that don't have really good broadband. It's like only 40% of people that ever used internet there. And broadband is literally, like, broadband is below 1%. If you look at the statistic, less than 1% broadband penetration in Africa, and this is what we're trying to change with 3R.
Got it. So you're saying that there's a lot of movement on banking the unbanked, but underneath that, they can't even be connected. So you're trying to connect the unconnected, and you're saying that there's less than 1% broadband in Africa. So what is 3Air? Is it like an internet company, or how are you doing that?
Yeah, so 3R actually, it's two parts that we are doing. One is the general telecom part. So we are an ISP provider, and we have our own proprietary technology that was in-house developed, where we can bring broadband over air. So the problem in Africa is actually that they don't have the cable infrastructure laid out. So there are no cables to the homes or offices, and the majority of the people that are kind of having internet, they're using mobile connections, and those mobile connections are, you know, statistically, it's 92% of mobile connections in Africa are less than 4G. So it's either 2G or 3G. And you know what you can do on 2G or 3G, right? No, nothing. You can literally, you can almost not even read your emails if there are some images in it. So opening up a website is hard on 3G if you fall into that space at any point in time. So you can just forget something as heavy as a metaverse or something like that. There you literally need a broadband. I wouldn't even say that you can do a good metaverse on 4G, and all the data there is actually capped. So, and the more we go into data-driven economy, of course, and the faster speeds, the more data you'll also use. So in Africa, people are usually using 2 to 3 phones with each SIM card, because first of all, the connection is like really limited in areas, and also the other thing is that you just use up the data and then you need to switch to another one. So this is what we are actually trying to change. We can deliver the same connectivity that you would have to your home with an optics cable. We can do over air.
That sounds incredible. Okay, so let me just summarize what you said. You are an ISP provider. If no one knows what that means, that's an internet service provider. And so you've developed proprietary technology that sends internet over the air. Most people don't know that, internet in this, at least in the States here, we get it by like fiber or whatever, like whatever, we get internet by someone coming like little AT&T man, wiring us up. But you're saying that you are delivering internet over the air basically to people in Africa. This is happening right now?
Yeah, we're already operational in Sierra Leone, and we can go up to 1 gigabit per second. It's to be honest, we actually delivered over 2 gigabit per second field tested. So it depends a bit on which frequencies we use. Yeah, but and there's also, it's not only internet, it's also digital TV and it's also IP telephony. So we have three services that we can literally deliver through the same stream, and with TV it's also like that. So in Africa, everybody's using literally DSTV. So it's a satellite provider, and satellite TV doesn't work when it rains, and it rains a lot in Africa. So and that's probably, when do you watch TV? When it's rainy outside mostly, right? And then you cannot watch it there. So we can provide digital TV HD quality to the same link as your internet, and the weather doesn't affect us.
Okay, so that all sounds like amazing, but one thing you said was this proprietary technology here. Do you own this technology? Is it patented? How does it work? Like, I have a lot of questions there. How does the over the stream work? How does you're kind of blowing my lizard brain here. How do you make this work?
Yeah, so the technology has been in-house developed, is patented. We've been developing this for over 10 years. It's actually a microwave-based technology. So we stream everything through microwaves, and the catch is that we can combine some frequencies in a way that nobody else can do it, and that's how we get all the throughput and the range that we actually get.
Okay, so then why is not like AT&T or Verizon or these other big companies, why don't they do what you're doing? Why isn't this invented already by like the bigger dudes? You know what I mean? Like what's going on there?
Yeah, so currently the technology is patented, so they cannot use it in that sense. But some of the big telecoms are actually already using it. The technology has been deployed in 9 countries already, and some of the big telcos are actually using also a part of our technology to provide connectivity to some remote areas that they just don't have the cable there.
Why wouldn't we use this in not remote areas, just all over the place? Because it seems to me wireless is better than wiring up manually anyway, right?
Look, if you have a some if there is no cables late, then our technology is for sure faster, better, and cheaper to deploy. But if there's already a cable infrastructure there, then it's still a bit more reliable. Wirelessly always is, you can get a bit interference and so on.
Uh,
So in regards to cables, it's yeah. Um, we can say it's the same level of connectivity, although there can be some interferences, in at some points,
got it.
and that's kind of a difference. So we don't try to compete with places where there's already cables late. It's just, it doesn't really make sense, right? But when there's no cable infrastructure laid out, like Africa, then it does make sense, and it makes a
Got
lot
it.
of sense. So just the difference in, we can deploy our technology and connect first clients within 6 months, and traditional way it will probably take you between 2 and 3 years at least.
Of course.
And the difference in investment costs, is we can do it a big city for, say, around 10 million, and traditional way this costs around 300 to 500 million. So that's the huge difference.
Got it. Yeah, I think it's the difference between Wi-Fi in your home or hardwiring your laptop or desktop in. It's just faster, more reliable. Wi-Fi. Someone turns on the TV or eats up the bandwidth. It could slow it down or whatever. So I kind of get that. I kind of get like, hey, it's just more reliable and faster with the cable. But if you don't have it, Wi-Fi is just as good, just as comparable anyway. It's just like
Yeah, yeah.
boom.
But everybody's using Wi-Fi nowadays, right? Because
Yeah.
it's burdensome to really, have the cables and so on. But it's also a bit different to Wi-Fi because we can dedicate bandwidth speed. So we can say
Nice.
you're getting this and this much, and you're getting this and this much, and he's getting that and that
Okay.
connectivity.
All right. So how does 3Air and this proprietary technology integrate with blockchain technology and what you're trying to accomplish, in Africa using this technology?
Yeah, so the technology by itself is not really, bound to the blockchain for what I explained, but there are other parts that are. So we started off with digital identities and crypto payments because we just need this to scale our own business. It's hard to serve people each and every month when they need to come into our offices to pay with cash, and also hard for them. This was the basis when we started thinking about. But then a big use case that we actually have is with our sharing economy. So we have a token economy around our mesh network. So once we deploy it and get this internet to the end user, he then actually has the ability to share it afterwards. And with this, he helps us expand our network, and he can earn a revenue around that one. And there's also another thing that we are doing is we provide some hardware to the end user. And in Africa, nobody will really come and put the money up for the hardware. That's going to be tough. So we are leasing that hardware, but at the same time, we're also staking some tokens for them. So for instance, I would lease you $100 worth of hardware, then I would also stake, let's say, around $30 worth of tokens for you. But those tokens need to be staked for at least a year. And then after a year, you can decide if you want to unstake them. So if you want to unstake them, you need to pay us the $100 for the hardware. And if the tokens actually appreciated in that time, you can keep the rest. And what we're trying to do with this is not only get some funds back for the hardware. It's actually about educating the user. If there are some tokens that are staked for you, and you see that there's some movement and so on, you'll probably be incentivized enough to literally go and educate yourself about what it actually is and how it works. So in that sense, we are getting educated clients are connected to the internet, and that's the most important thing for us.
Got it. So you're educating, you're equipping, you're allowing people to stake and use DeFi and all that kind of stuff. What's
Yeah.
the goal here? What's the next immediate goal for you guys?
Yeah, so just to go back on the other question, also, we are trying to provide financial tools, educational tools, and also revenue streams. So we're partnering up with some metaverses, and we're coming out with our own play to earn game. We want to have a simple play to earn game that everybody can play and maybe earn a dollar or two there. And then we're also partnering up with some bigger, more advanced play to earn games. So with this, we really want to make the big change in Africa. And somebody from Africa from a low income country, 20, 30, maybe $50 per month is going to be life changing for them. So
Yeah.
we really do think that we are in the best position to actually get this to them.
Financial tools, education, revenue tools, DeFi, identity, games, and metaverses. You guys got it all going on. How does a cowboy get involved? What would you like us to do? Is there a coin? Is there, like, how do we get involved
Yeah.
with this?
So currently, we kind of are closing our funding. We got quite an extensive raise in, so we also are ready to go into new countries. So currently on the list is Ethiopia happening, and DRC is happening, and we are having a lot of talks with Nigeria And there we are working together with the African Chamber of Digital Commerce. They have a project ongoing that's in connection with the Ministry of Communication and Digital Transformation of Nigeria, and it's to connect 3.5 million students and educate them on some online work that they can do in like development and similar. So in that regards, we are also launching our token next month. So it's our token launch, and if anybody wants to get involved, they should just go to 3air.io, and there's all the information there. We would also really, we are welcoming anyone that wants to be in any sense part of the 3air mission. We are out to do a lot of good in the world, and especially in Africa. And after Africa, there are a lot of other, emerging economies that we can literally really change lives. And everybody's welcome. We're not out to looking for money or something like that. Everybody that wants to contribute in any chance, just come to our website, our socials, and let's make a big team out of this.
Got it. So yeah, I want to highlight those partnerships in Ethiopia and the African Chamber of Commerce and the digital transformation of Nigeria. And so you're continuing this march of progress forward in Africa, establishing these partnerships and really getting the proprietary, like just the internet connectivity to these other areas of the world that might struggle to get on the internet. And then once you get on the internet, it's not for memes or whatever. It's like to equip them with these financial tools, and the token launches next month and we could find the information on the website. Yeah, is there anything left about 3Air that you're just so excited about, so passionate about that we haven't talked about yet?
I think we talked about the most important things. There are a lot of things going on. So our docs page is like big. The white paper is actually 130 pages long. So I could probably talk for 3-4 hours, and we wouldn't be, giving all the project is just this. It really is. It's really a big project, and we are out to become one of the biggest cryptos out there. And we're here to stay, and we are here to make the world a better place.
Awesome. Sandy, thank you so much for joining us, especially in that conference. Please enjoy that conference. Guys, if you're watching so far, thank you so much for watching. Check out the links down below. Check out the links down below. We'll see you in Dubai one day. 3Airs sounds like an amazing project, especially with the heart behind it. And so if you guys want to get into this, check out the website for the next month's token launch. And guys, get into Lizard Brain Project, and we'll see you guys next time.